hard drive, they turned it over to the Secret Service.
Hey guys.
Expert in computer fraud, the Secret Service knew hunting for the lost programs might
Welcome to another Minecraft video. So in the last video, we didn't really have much happen.
Overwrite some of the information.
From a forensic standpoint, you don't want to write
Okay, I heard that, that's for sure.
The Secret Service made an exact digital replica of Omega's hard drive, a clone that enabled OnTrack to examine all the data stored in the original. What OnTrack investigators discovered was startling. All that remained was fragmented computer code, mostly unintelligible even to computer experts. This indicated the programs had not been simply deleted. Deleting a computer file erases only the name of the file. The data actually remains in the computer's memory until it is replaced by something else, so it's often possible to recover the information. But in this case, investigators discovered that Omega's programs had not only been deleted, they had also been purged.
If we take the analogy of a piece of paper on a desk, if I was to take that, crumple it up, and throw it in the wastebasket, that would be equivalent to a deletion on a computer system. I could still go grab that piece of paper out of the garbage can, unfold it, and look at it. A purge would take that same piece of paper, run it through a shredder, take what came out through the shredder, throw it up in the air.
Omega's data could never be recovered. The focus now shifted to a forensic investigation into how and why the data was purged. Greg Olson, an expert in the operating system used by Omega, examined the drive for signs of a virus.
Unable to switch game modes. No permission. Okay. So we're set on that.
There are no viruses that would cause this particular
User error was another possibility, an accidental deletion.
Very common, we find that system administrators come in and reinstall an operating system or made a mistake by reformatting a hard drive.
That's for...
To roll that out effectively by looking at
okay,
the
that's...
clearly that did not happen.
Because the deletion was too surgical to be accidental. Only the key manufacturing programs had been destroyed.
So if... okay, well, we're back. Had an error. You could probably tell by the way the video cut, if there's a cut at all. Anyway, so let's see. I'm hearing. Okay, I hear a zombie.
They didn't want to prevent him from getting another job.
Lloyd had left Omega 3 weeks before the computer crash, so he didn't have access to the building to purge the manufacturing programs on the day of the crash.
They thought maybe he hacked in from the outside, but they said that they disconnected any contact from an outside modem, so they knew that couldn't have been done.
Only supervisors had access to Omega's computer system at a level necessary to cause this much damage.
Well, hey, there's copper.
There was a problem.
There's fucking copper!
Accounts that were set up with a name like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 with absolutely no password. No security on this.
Which meant that the perpetrator could have been anyone. This allergy outburst is my favorite Zyzo bedtime story. It's about the time when allergy symptoms ruin people's sleep and make them miserable all the next day. Oh, what relief they found taking Zyzo at night. It worked while they slept and they woke refreshed for more productive days ahead. Zyzo provides power, plus it lasts up to 6 times. Faster than Claritin, and on first dose provides the same relief as Zyrtec in a pill nearly half the size. So be wise all, take Zyzo. At night.
Why are all these flowers here? It's not only chlorine bloom effect and lasts for up to 100 days. Does it also make you want to dance? No, it's good for
Alright, all I need is just 3 ingots.
Customize your car insurance and you only pay for what you need.
And by switching, you can even save $665.
Someone else take a turn.
Yeah, hang on, let's break on record.
Only pay for what you need.
Liberty, 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 liberty.
I see how. Nice work, fast. He makes it last.
My throat is giving me some technical difficulties here. But we're gonna go all the way to the top. Over here. Of course. Of course I failed that. Fucking... I'm lagging up the rear here. Alright, let's get this. Hop over.
Emerge Tremfya with Tremfya. Ask your doctor about Tremfya today.
Before treating your chronic migraines, 15 or more headache days a month used to 24 hours or more. You're not the only one with questions about Botox. Botox removes headaches in adults with chronic migraines before they even start.
Let's make this the highest point here. There we go. Lightning rod in place. Now time for me to get back to base. So yeah, I might want to place a spare stone in there. So far nothing's happened, so I'm going to craft some signs here. Okay, let's go oak.
After the massive computer crash, Omega was struggling to stay afloat. How had its proprietary software been completely deleted?
Alright.
An expert in the Novell operating system that controlled the server, sifted the company's hard drive.
The problem is when you do a delete and a purge.
So if I am going to do something here,
So it's literally a needle in a haystack and impossible.
I'm gonna put it.
All you're seeing is a collection of letters and numbers that don't really do anything.
I'm gonna put it somewhere over here. Let's actually put it by this.
Bits of code that I know in the computer world cause deletion. In this particular case, what I was zeroing in on was any type of a delete or even any type of a purge.
Eventually, Olsen found a purge command tied to 5 other lines of code. It was a dangerously efficient bit of programming.
We called it a time bomb, and the actual fuse was 6 lines of code. And what it was is really a set of steps that the computer would go through, some checks.
The first line simply checked the date and compared it to July 30th, 1996, the day before the server crash.
This fuse can be attached to anybody that's logging in. So when you come in, what the fuse does is it checks the date. And if it's after the date and the fuse, it would actually, like the time bomb, to actually do the deletion.
The second line of code accessed the server. The third line was a login command for the mysterious user 1234.
Okay.
A kind of computer ghost. The unsuspecting
Now, just so you guys actually see, I'm going to, once the recording stops, I'm actually going to immediately start recording. So that way you guys know this is all unedited and all that good stuff.
This line launched a program labeled fix.exe. When Olsen looked at the code for this program, he found a troubling clue. The code had been generated from a commonly available deletion program, but it had been reconfigured to fool anyone using the system.
It did modify the intention of deletion, but the message that appears on the screen that would normally say deleting this file, actually said fixing this file, fixing this file.
The code was also rewritten to ignore safeguards, automatically answering yes to the question, are you sure you want to delete these files? The last line of code was the purge command, making the material unrecoverable.
It would happen relatively fast. You could go get a cup of coffee,
If
read
something
the front page of
does
the paper, and
happen.
come back and it's all done. It's all gone.
And all the user had to do was turn on the computer. But Olsen and Hackett found
Let's see.
other purge
Options.
commands as well. 3 similar sets of
Video.
code dated for February, April, and May. But they only deleted a useless test folder, which would have gone undetected by the company.
What I deduced from
You
that is
got it, why
essentially
not?
this was somebody was doing some testing on the application, this particular time bomb, to make sure that it would work before it was truly implemented and ready to go.
It appeared the tests were done
hang
while
on,
Omega's
hang on.
former computer manager Tim Lloyd was still at the company.
Music and
The
sounds.
Secret Service ran a
Subtitles.
background check
Done.
and learned
Back to game.
that Lloyd had been disciplined for run-ins with co-workers shortly before leaving the company.
There was conflict that broke out between other employees, between management, between supervisors.
He would bottleneck projects just because he wasn't in charge of the projects that he hadn't tested.
Okay, so as you guys can see, I have the subtitles on. Experience gained, as you can see there.
On August 21st, Secret Service agents searched Lloyd's home and garage, looking for evidence to tie
Smoker smokes.
the malicious code. They found
Smoking up that food now.
computers, more than 500 disks, several hard drives, and data tapes. What immediately stuck out was a tape labeled Backup, with the dates May 14, 1996 and July 1st, 1996. Authorities suspected it was the missing backup tape from Omega, but it was blank.
We learned that the backup tape had been reformatted or essentially erased a matter of days before the search warrant was executed. The next thing we had to do was try to establish additional evidence that would support our theory that
You know what? I'm gonna see how many
Lloyd's
boats
time
I can
card
craft.
showed that he worked late on days in February, April, and May. Each time just prior to the test runs of the time bomb.
6 boats. Okay.
Then Hackett and Olsen found
So-
a copy of the time bomb on one of Lloyd's hard drives.
So the same lines of code that on track.
Hold on. If I'm gonna craft a lot of boats, I'm gonna have to clear my entire inventory.
Intact in Tinsville.
A relatively new statute made computer sabotage a federal offense if it affected a computer used in interstate commerce and caused more than $5,000 worth of damage. Tim Lloyd was indicted by a grand jury. His case would be the first test of the new law.
You play like a pro. Now let's
There we go. Too many damn boats.
It fights tough stains and cleans better than the #1
Why did I make so many boats?
Hi, I'm Ted Biggity, two-time Olympic
Oh god, I can feel myself cringe. I'm actually cringing with myself live on video. Oh my god. Oh, okay.
That's why I trust Home.
Nope, it's nighttime.
Proven winners. Over 1 million people have used Home
Okay.
faster.
Alright.
It only takes 2 minutes, and it's free. Get started at homelight.com.
That's my
Hmm.
son. He always takes care of his mom.
Ooh, what's up with Granny's casserole?
Okay.
After your Uncle Joe's funeral.
There is a collection.
Let's save and exit.
Yeah, a funeral costs north of $9,000 these days. That's a hefty bill for families. There's no life insurance check to help.
Wow.
No, let's create a new one.
Which reminds me, I've been
Create a
thinking
creative
this
world.
I got that $9.95 plan from Colonial Penn.
The life insurance on TV.
Game rules.
$9.95 a month.
Go all the way down to the Wandering Trader here.
What about your family?
I hate those things.
It's a $9.95 plan too.
Graph blog, advanced time of day, update weather. Okay.
Still, for $9.95
Achievements.
Right? don't have a good excuse to.
Once we get on there,
Colonial Penn Life Insurance Company. If you're age 50 to 85, just
difficulty,
$9.95
peaceful.
on whole life insurance, guaranteed expenses. You cannot be turned down for any health things. There are no health questions. Guaranteed lifetime coverage. Your insurance can never be canceled. Just pay your premiums. Guaranteed lifetime rate lock.
Giant Alex.
Your rate can never increase. It's locked in as soon as you're covered. And
Normal
stays
difficulty.
for the rest of your life.
World options, seeds. I need a seed for Giant Alex, so I'm gonna get up on my phone here. Giant Alex seed. Okay, Giant Alex. Okay. Aha! Found the seed. Okay. So let's see. 777 874. Now you guys are actually watching this on screen. Okay, so it says here, when creating the world, when use the seed, when creating the world, then you swim. When you spawn, swim to the mainland, because this creature lives on it. So right now, 174. 938.
Prosecutors in New Jersey say the computer crash devastated Omega Engineering, leading to
120.
$10 million of lost business, $2 million of reprogramming costs, and 80 employee layoffs.
Probably would have done much damage to the company.
929.
Doesn't matter really what happens to the building if your data is
378.
It is a white-collar crime, but it's a very serious crime. It's a non-violent crime, but you know what?
9578. Okay. 777, 874, 938. Okay. 120, 929, 378. 957. Generate structures, world type default. Bonus just on. Create new world. Okay. So it says here, to find Giant Alex, you need to select version Optifine 1.12.2. You know what? We're going without Optifine. 6 chunk render in 0.02 fog. We're not doing that because on Pocket Edition, I have actually seen it happen. I don't have Optifine. I don't know how to modify this version of Minecraft. If anyone does, please let me know. It appears in all biomes, but most often in swamps and forests. You may not notice it first time because at first it will always be somewhere in the viewing angle. First encounter, the first person who found her was an unknown player whose whole story is unknown. We only have 2 screenshots from him. The first one shows Giant Alex herself standing among the trees in the swamp. The second one, we can see that she is taller than the player's house, which is 5 blocks high. He transplanted the phrase Death Steve into a decimal code for fun and used it as a seed. And that is how he found Giant Alex. In addition to screenshots, he also sent me an email asking me to play this scene, making sure it really exists.
Omega Engineering never fully recovered. But
Having
it's still
received the letter,
in business.
having studied
Was given an award by the Secret Service
the material a little, I turned on the record and moved in search of this blah 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 blah. In search of this Giant Alex. At first, I thought it was kind of crazy. Like, seriously? How can some mysterious character be 12 blocks tall exist in Minecraft? And this is not a replaced texture of a giant zombie, and not a mod in general. So, based on the story, yep, based on the story, he found this guy, or found Giant Alex. And there's already a fire. There's already a fire. What the? Oh no. That is a sign of Herobrine. Nope. Nope. I am. No. Where's the bonus chest?
Most likely, just sign your death certificate.
Then there's a second murder.
I'm already lost. This is wonderful.
You had a female, you had early morning event, you had
Ah.
control, you had geographical area, place and time, place and place.
Was a serial killer on the loose. Every morning, 55-year-old librarian Damaris Wynn walked for miles in Duncan Park, a 100-acre wooded area next to her house in Spartanburg, South Carolina.
If you're standing in the middle of the park, you might feel like you were on a well-traveled trail in a national park.
So, F3Q,
Either side of the center, you would see how
G.
by no means
Okay, clear chat, cycle render distance, show chunk, advanced tooltips, copy entity or block data to clipboard. Not doing that. Start stop profiling. Cycle previous game modes. Spectator. Okay. Pause on lost focus. Show this list. Reload resource pack. Okay, welcome back. I didn't notice that the recording stopped. So, we are in spectator right now. So, 3N.
was just this overwhelming how things happen in our community. And instantly people thought it was
So we're in creative.
Damaris's husband James said he was home when she went for her morning walk. It was a Saturday, and he didn't have to go to work. When she didn't return, he claimed he drove around the neighborhood looking for her.
He thought he was going to find his wife around the corner, holding her ankle.
So, there's supposedly footsteps, or like footprints that can be seen. So,
Found something suspicious in the couple's home.
if anything, ow, ow. If anything, I'm gonna want to
When confronted with this evidence, James
avoid falling into said footprints because they're pretty large. I'm not talking fall damage large, I'm talking can't get out whilst jumping large.
James did something even more suspicious.
So,
He had his wife's body cremated against her family's wishes.
You know, if the husband didn't do it, then why do you have the body cremated? It can never be looked at, examined again, and looked at, and there's an obvious reason.
Police were convinced James Wynn was responsible for this murder until they compared his DNA to the evidence collected from his wife's grave kit.
We received a sample with the initial information. It did not match the evidence on the rape kit.
And once they took him off the market, well, put it with somebody else.
Perpetrator's DNA profile was also entered
Okay, so let's get ourselves a crafting table here. Get ourselves a boat.
Forensic Files 2, tomorrow at 10 on HLN.
Psoriatic arthritis made my joints stiff, swollen, painful. Emerge Tremfya. Tremfya is approved to help reduce joint symptoms in adults with active psoriatic arthritis. Some patients even felt less fatigued.
Serious allergic reactions may occur. Tremfya may increase your risk of infections and lower your ability to fight them. Tell your doctor if you have an infection or symptoms, or if you had a vaccine or plan to.
Emerge Tremfya.
So for those of you wondering,
Ask your doctor about Tremfya.
yes, I have personally witnessed the footsteps, or well, footprints of the supposed giant Alex. I am getting single-digit frame rates here. So,
So I can see if there's any funny business going on. You see any funny business going on?
No, sir. Is that a great day? The Chevy Silverado offers 8 cameras with up to 15 different views. Find new views, find new roads. Chevrolet.
Huh. 15 minutes could save you 15% or more on car insurance.
I noticed that. Well, did you know that former pro football player Ricky Woods will celebrate almost anything?
Number 44.
oh, come on, let me get up here.
A logo can do
All
more
right.
than identify your company. It can connect in meaningful ways, energize your team, and inspire your customers. We're Ford Imprint, and we know your logo on the right product can create moments that matter. With 30 years of experience and thousands of products to choose from, we guarantee your order will be right the first time, on time, and for a great price. Be certain that the right moments will matter. Explore
Oh,
thousands
for
of
Christ's sake, game.
Ford Imprint, for certain. We're talking about dating as an adult.
Adults these days are looking for
Okay, so while we're doing that, while we're doing this, we're waiting on a response from Herobrine. Because remember, this is the Herobrine investigation. We're just taking a slight pit stop.
Brought to you by Christian-based publishing. Tell your story. Book published today. Are you a Christian author with a book that you're ready to share with the world? Get published now. Call for your free publisher kit today. 1-800.
Okay, I think that sufficed for an adventure.
Duncan Park is a landmark in Spartanburg, South Carolina. Since 1926, families have used the park for recreation and picnic, so it's an
Let's see here.
for a brutal murder. Investigators learned that on the day Damaris Lynn was
Need to get a
murdered,
drink.
4 municipal workers were cutting trees in the park. They were asked to provide a DNA sample, as well as any male
Yes, I'm drinking Coca-Cola. For those of you with extremely keen ears. So let's see here.
Again, there were no matches. 5 months later, there was a similar murder in the Reedville community of Spartanburg County, 15 miles away.
In some differences, that would be much more. You have a female.
Now, one of these days, I'm gonna get a beefier computer, transfer everything to it.
Store where she worked. It was early in the morning, and it was Rhonda's job to open the store. Rhonda was the type of lady that
Something fell. Yeah, that was the player. Mike, that was me, you goof.
walking up to her and having a conversation. You could see herself walking up inside of her in the
Alright. Now, let's see. Because this will debunk it once and for all. If there is something here.
and drove away.
If not, then this investigation was a bust. I'm aiming for as long as video time as I can edit together and all that. since I don't really have a better thing. So I see my prompt did not work. So I am going to have to find out a different way to prompt Herobrine. So
She was driving by the orchard where the body was found. She saw a white car parked on the shoulder of the road with two individuals walking toward the orchard. She said one looked like the victim, the other was a light-skinned black man. At the time, the witness didn't believe
and Forensic Files is in the background. That's what you're hearing. Anyway, guys, I will be back with another video in however long it takes me to work up the urge to get back on the grind. Thank you for watching. I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.